I figure while I get this set up, I'm going to make a list of things that I do that I do not care for all that much. I don't know why I do this. I like to waste people's time. Not everyone, and not always. I get in these. I get a lot of these spur moments where I just want to do something wild, crazy, nutty, and because we all define things differently, the things that I find wild, crazy, weird, and nutty may not be the exact same things that you do. So therefore, I'm not gonna dry snitch. Wasting time to me, depending on whose time you're wasting, seems to be like the easiest thing to do. And there's not a particular profession where it's just like, I'm gonna waste your time. And it's also not often enough where I feel like it's a big thing that I do that I dislike. It's just one of the things that I do that I dislike. And when it comes to the wasting the people's time, it's just, I'm not trying to get a rise out of you. I'm just generally bored, which I am consistently. But I'm bored to the point where it's just right now, wasting your time is what interests me. Another thing, I don't do this as much as I do any of the other ones. I'm probably gonna go on the list, but flirting. I see. This is how my mind works a little bit. Flirt, maybe date, fuck, maybe marry, maybe have some kids, happily ever after, or restart with somebody else. Just because, like, to me, it's just like, okay, I'm supposed to flirt in hopes that it causes a spark and a connection well enough in hopes that we end up getting to a relationship that ends up being deep enough where we unite ourselves financially as well as governmentally as well as in other ways, maybe creating a baby out of love, and then we're stuck. I don't know why you're stuck, just because I feel like that's how my mind works and how I've seen a lot of relationships. To me, relationships seem like people are stuck with each other compared to people chose each other, and that's my viewpoint. I am well aware, and I have seen in my personal life where relationships seem like it's actual mutual, it's meaningful, something people wanted to do, and like, good for you. I'm not gonna try to talk down anybody's relationship, but I also realize the way that a lot of social conditioning has a good amount of us. It's not you found the person that you love. You found the person that's closest to you. You found somebody that doesn't annoy you as much as everybody else. You found somebody that was willing to provide in ways that you want to be provided for. You found somebody to fill the spot until the means comes to an end. That is how I see most relationships in my existence. I'm not denying, like I said earlier, that they are happy, genuinely happy, that they would literally lose their shit, never move on to somebody else, like that type of relationship. There are relationships like that. I just don't see them as often as I see the relationships where it's just like, y'all seem circumstantial. Y'all seem like you're together because financially. Y'all seem like you're together because y'all got a baby. Y'all seem like you're together because he somehow has his shit together better than you do, or she somehow has her shit together better than you do, and y'all like lean on each other. Y'all seem to be together because that's the best business decision currently, but long term wise, I do see a split from your guys' partnership. But hey, that just makes me sound like a hater if I say it like that. So honestly, y'all seem like y'all look happy. Don't tell me enough your bullshit, because I'm not just significant other. What the fuck telling me gonna do anything about this? Talk to your partner. If you can't talk to them, then my answer is always to leave. As the abandoned child, uh, very introverted, can be a social butterfly, got this turn on, turn off type of personality. Like, you do use boo boos, but I refuse to be upset and in a relationship. I'm either upset or in a relationship, and I could be upset in a relationship, but I'm not going to be upset and realize 90% of the reason why I'm upset is because you exist. And also, the main reason why you exist in my world is because of me. So, therefore, it's my fault and my bad. And I will leave. And I don't give a fuck how psychotic it makes me look, because you're trying to emotionally manipulate me. And I've caught onto your game. Your game is just to make me upset. So therefore, you're going to say, you're going to do, you're going to, whatever you can do to make me upset. So that could be cheating on me. That could be lying to me. That could be stealing my shit. That could be deleting text messages. That could be fabricating stories. So therefore, the only way for me to win is for me to leave and not have any emotions tied to you. I'm gonna look like a monster regardless if I don't show any emotions or I become reactive because of your abuse. But at the end of the day, It is my job to make sure I look as good or as bad as I want to look. And I'm realizing, well, not necessarily realizing, but as time progressed, I realized I got judged more for my reaction than people got judged for making me react in that way, because they're just like, why would you hit them instead of what made you want to hit them? So you're going to question the criminal, but not question why the crime is committed. But I don't generally believe, because I do realize when I said that, I was thinking, what was she wearing? I'm like, that's never a valid question, because rape was the first thing that popped in my head. Like, that's never a valid question to why you raped the lady. What the valid question would be is, what the fuck were you thinking? Why did you think that was a good thing? Do you care about society? Do you want the world to be a better place? I feel like those are more valid questions than what was she wearing? What was he wearing? What did they smell like? None of that really matters. What really matters is, what the fuck is wrong with you? And why the fuck did you think that was healthy? Back to the point. Other things I tend to do that absolutely annoys the shit out of me. I'm more of a, where's this going? And I really want to see where it's going, because my mind will take it anywhere. But where my mind and how my mind creates things clearly isn't always reality. So therefore, it's just like, let me see you unfold this so I can see where this is going. Ooh. My bad. I overstayed my welcome. Another thing I do I dislike. A welcome is not always a welcome. Some people realize that they need you way more than you'll ever need them and or want them. So therefore, you're welcomed until you're not welcome, which typically means you're welcomed until the job is done. Which is something I feel like I should be able to connect really well, as in for somebody that has a job where the customer only likes me for, well, how I personally believe. I don't really know. I generally don't believe I'll ever really know how people think and feel about me, even though I feel like a fucking tuning fork 9 times out of 10. I guess either when I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, I'm off. Back to the point. So, in my personal opinion, how I think and how I believe things is, people don't like you more than or longer than they need you. Some people are codependent, so they'll never not like you and or need you, because they'll always forever, they have high support needs and you always meet them. And as long as you're happy to support them and they're happy to support you, I feel like that's fair sanctity. But at the same time, I feel like one is getting more in than another. And it's just like, uh, and I've realized life isn't always 50-50, sometimes 80-20, sometimes 70-30, sometimes it's fucking 40-60. But at the end of the day, as long as you guys are fine, you guys are willing to agree, you guys are willing to have those hard and or weird and or long conversations, cool. I ain't gotta be a part of it. I'm just a bystander. Shit, this is my show. I guess if I'm the director, I'm the cast manager, I'm the costume designer, then fuck, and I can't outsource these jobs. Shit, I need to learn how to do better. I'm willing to do that. I don't know about you. Other things I dislike that I do, I will start projects and don't finish them, or no, I would say I'm decently good about starting projects. I can't always say I'm good about starting projects. I'm decently good about starting projects. I'm great about having ideas, but enacting and finishing them, I figure as long as I'm alive, I'm still gonna finish it, give or take. Other things I tend to do that I don't really like that I do, but I still do. Uh, I'm always judging, like, because in my head I'm trying to figure out how to be normal as normally possible, but normality is what you are used to in your everyday shit, and my everyday shit is basically abnormal supernatural, so I guess my normality is abnormal. I feel like as days progress I'm getting better about accepting that, but I just, yeah, the penguins from Madagascar is popping my head. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Just, yeah. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Just, another thing that I generally don't like that I do. I want to be invited, but I don't want to go. Like, I like to be considered like, oh yeah, I really want him to be there, but it's also cool if he doesn't go. Instead of, oh shit, yeah, we were talking about it because you were never, because like to me, being wanted to be invited seems more authentic than, oh, we only invited you because, well, we were talking about it, and then you happen to be here and you kind of heard it, so we invited you because, well, we didn't want you to feel left out, but we never thought of you to begin with. So essentially we were fine with you being left out. It's just now that you heard about it, maybe no, I don't want to come just because you started talking about it. Now I probably didn't want to come to begin with, to begin, just because like fun to me personally. And if I ever throw parties, like, because I've always thought at some point I want to get financially free enough, I will throw a Gatsby party, but my ass ain't staying. Food, drinks, security, all on me. Also, leave. I got cleaning crew coming in by like 10 a.m. This party's from like 11 p.m. to like 6 a.m. So you guys should be gone before leaving crew. I got security, make sure hopefully none of these women get raped and none of you guys get raped because equality, y'all are pretty damn fuckable and sexable, even though I only want the women in here. Niggas, you can get it too. So security's here to make sure y'all stay safe. Please, for the love of God, don't break anything in here, even though this ain't the house I give a shit about. I just want y'all to not be too animalistic, hence why the security's here. Drinks on me, food's on me. Don't forget to hydrate and have fun. Peace the fuck out, because too many people, too many mixed things, and I don't give a fuck like that. Like, I believe that we all should be able to have fun together. We all should be able to cry together. We all should be able to like experience things pleasantly together. It shouldn't always be a horrible experience, or at least that's my thought process, belief system. But hey, that's the main reason why I don't want to give me money. I pass that shit out like, you deserve 100, you deserve 100, you deserve 100. I'm not Oprah, but I'm gonna give it out. Either way, things that I hate that I do, but I tend to do. Not necessarily inability, I find it difficult to be able to energy manage, which I guess I could put it in different words. So when I was younger, I used to stomp on floors as well as I used to slam doors. Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't trying to. To put this in perspective, I'm 5'6" now as an adult, 27 years old, 5'6", 160, 150, 140. Uh, Between summer and winter time, I can gain and or lose and or tone down weight. If you are a long time watcher of me, if you watch a lot of the videos or some of the videos, you'll notice in my shirtless, some videos I look way more toned. Some videos I look a little bit more obese-ish. Some videos I look toned in the arms, doughy in the stomach. Some videos shredded in the stomach, doughy in the arms, or some videos insane leg. Actually, I don't show my legs off too often, but either way, what I'm getting at is my consistent is flexible. So therefore, where was I going with this, anyways? Fuck, I hate when I go on tangents. Where is I go? I don't know. I'm me, and I'm flexible, and my body changes as well as I'm pretty comfortable in my skin. Like the only thing I don't really care for is when I am or when I do believe that I'm overweight and I'm not able to move in the ways that I enjoy moving, which is why I tend to keep myself around the 140, 150 weight. I think the heaviest I've ever been is like 180 something. Yeah, yeah. Things that I do that I don't like that I do. Um, oh, make plans and flake, which is basically like the wasting people's time part, right? That's what I don't think I've made plans and flake with people like 5+ years of experience with, but like definitely new people when it's like, oh, I'm still getting to learn you. Cool, because you had learned me as a person that doesn't. No. Because like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think my childhood rooted me to be a very driven person when it comes to working. So if you ever needed like, I'm not gonna recommend the house clean, but I don't know. If you needed furniture moved around your house, you need your house clean. Needed help building a fence. Now, I don't know much about building shit. I'm more of a destructive type of friend. If you need shit demolition and moved out, I could do that. I have a lot of moving experience because of what I do personally for work, as well as my childhood. We moved basically every 2 years. One of my siblings helped me be aware of that. Demolition work, I just like to break shit. Some things I could fix, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust me to fix my shit. That's why one thing I've learned greatly about existence is it is more expensive for you not to know. So if you're going to choose not to know, then don't be upset about the expenses. But also, it doesn't hurt to shop around. But also be well aware the price doesn't determine the value, and that the value isn't always determined by the price. So even though this person charges 150, the person that charges 75 to $80 still might have higher quality. That person might be charging 150 because of their ego. It could be because of their experience. It could be because of X, Y, Z, A, B, C. It could be you don't know, and sometimes you never want to know, but still have shittier quality than the person that charge $70, and they might charge $70 because they're newer at this. They might charge $70 because low self-esteem. They might charge $70 because they like to help people out. They might charge $70 because they love what they do, and because they love what they do, They don't need money, but I don't know. There's a fine line between I trust your services because there's a dollar amount to it, and fuck your services because it's too damn expensive. And I feel like I'm pretty skeptical about certain things too. If you walked up to me with freshly cooked food and you said, "Here you go, it's free," I'm gonna be like, "What'd you do to it?" And I blame that 100% on how I was raised in society and shows and TV and stuff like that. Because younger me would have been like, "Yay, free food," and I would have eaten it and never thought anything of it. But because I've had a really well experienced life, there's countless of things that can go through my head. Like, did you spit in it? Did you wash your hands? Is there fecal matter on your hands? Am I find a dead bug? Is this poison? Is this like undercooked? Is it overcooked? Is this actually gonna have a spoon at the end of it? If it's gonna be a fork, like what? Why am I gonna eat this, pass out with my ass up in the air, and you're gonna take advantage of me? Like, why are you giving me free food? Like, and I should probably be aware of it too, that, well, or at least make you all aware of it. Life is what you create in your mind. So when people give you things, you think negative things will continue to reoccur. You think positive things will continue to occur. You get the free food, of course I get free food. I'm a fucking lucky person. People love giving me shit. You get the free food. Why is somebody giving me poisonous food? Why is it so? Why is the place so hot? Ooh, why is it vegetables? I fucking hate vegetables. Why do people hate me? It's like your mindset creates your reality. I know, went off on different other tangent. Going off on tangents. It makes me interesting sometimes, annoying other times. Other things I tend to do that I dislike that I do. Indecisive. Indecisive as fuck. Like sometimes it's entertaining. Most of the time it's annoying. Like when I go to 420 shops and go get what I want to, my thought process is the only thing I want is disposables, which means, to my knowledge, it's all one thing. That's the cartridge, that's the fucking battery, it's all. And then the non disposables are the ones that come into like the 510 threads that you need a battery and a cart. Honestly, I'm getting them mixed up because I tend to get them mixed up all the fucking time. It pisses me off for as many. Like, I've smoked so long, I'm generally considered a stoner. I feel like Stoner is more experienced than a pothead. I don't know. I could have this all fucked up. Lingo is sometimes important. Lingo is not important. I just know there's so many lingos for so many different things. Like bear. You mean the fucking thing that you find out in the woods, or you mean that hairy dude that's grinding up on other dudes at the bar? I don't know. Vente. You mean actually I don't even know the other version. I just know that's like some type of size and you know coffees and drinks. But lingo. Back to the point. Tangents. I don't think that was the point. I think the point is my madness. I don't know. Sometimes it's entertaining, sometimes it's annoying. Hey, but I make it work. Or I work with it. I think it's I work with it. I don't think I make it work. I think that's all I want to talk about. Like, within all seriousness, I used to take things so seriously. People told me to stop taking it so seriously, and I stopped taking it so seriously. People started telling me to take it seriously. And with those two thought processes always intertwining every time I interact with things, I feel like it turns my body into like a short circuit type of moment where it's like the only thing that generally makes sense to me is to kind of like spaz out, crash out, start screaming, cussing, hitting, and spitting. It's just like there's too many times within the day, within the week, within the month, within the year where I always kind of go in my head where I'm like, fuck it, let's just restart. But I don't know what that means. Essentially, restart from what? Restart from where? Like, clearly, I'm restarting with experience I never had when I was younger, and I know the information I have now makes me a lot better, a lot more malleable and functional throughout society compared to me being younger. Because I swear the most feral version of me was growing up, but they still think this version is the craziest. And it is to you because you don't know what came before, but I kind of feel like Majin Buu. The DBZ fans will understand this. Because Kid Buu was the craziest and the strongest and the most fucked up. That's Kid B. Kid Me did not like. If you think I'm crazy now, think about that. But I have checks and balances now. I didn't always have checks and balances before. And that's another reason why sometimes I think I'm autistic, at least psychotic, just because I'm like, ooh, I'm not gonna tell you all the things I used to do or almost did, but that's also a good reason why I think why it's a good thing that my follow through sucks because if it didn't, some people wouldn't be existing today. And I know I'm laughing, but that's just because it's a thing that I do when actually just in general, because younger me didn't show enough emotions and lack of thing. And you need to smile more. Why don't you smile more? You have such a nice smile. Smile, smile, smile. If this gets y'all off my back and stop being so damn concerned about me, how about this? Am I showing too much to you? Like, it's a joke until somebody takes you seriously. And I'm just kidding, especially if you get offended. But if you don't, then I'm serious. But these are just the things I've learned from existence. And I know I did say the things that I do that annoys me, but I think it's just the things that I've learned to do to adapt to existing. You can hate the player, you can hate the game. I hate a little bit both. I'm trying to fall in love with at least the player because the game can always change. The player can always change. The player does always change, but for the betterment of who and why. I don't know, but thank you for listening to the madness, per usual. Or if you're new to this, well, welcome to the madness.